humans in general find it convenient to discard of any waste in the trash because of how easily accessible it is. People who work to help improve the overall quality of the environment do what they can to make people's lives better. Recycle America sourcing manager Heather Schmuke says she is very discouraged when she sees recycled waste not disposed of properly, and no matter how much she does, people don't seem to understand.
I try very hard to inform people of, the hazards and throwing things into the streams, into the forest, and that, animals get hurt, that kind of stuff happens. But also, because on a daily basis I teach so many people about it, it almost feels to me that, people aren't listening, or that they just don't care. And, that's discouraging not only to me, but everyone else that works here.
Edmond Public Works Solid Waste Supervisor Wesley Edmond says, as a society, we are probably more adapted to the way we discard our refuse in the trash industry. Edmond believes society as a whole is just not aware of the benefits of recycling.
I don't think we're as skilled at recycling, and I think it requires a little bit more of an effort because of that reason to separate those items and use different bins or transport it to a drop-off center to dispose of those items so they'll be recycled rather than just put in the trash can. I think it's just something that we haven't evolved to yet.
R. Fitton Root, who is the Director of Waste Systems Planning for the Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality, says education would be a good starting point for recycling awareness.
Most of our public works officials are not accustomed to doing public education, and I believe that public education ought to be an integral part of every solid waste management program, and of course that includes recycling education.
Root thinks there is an improving awareness and people in general are wanting to do the right thing. Root says we just have to help them understand what the right thing is. Michael Frangione, News Central. Edmond Public Works Solid Waste Supervisor Wesley Edmond says the environment is very important to him, for his grandchildren, and a lot of other people. Edmond says anybody that cares for the environment would encourage recycling at every opportunity, and I think most of our operators do that.
The city hires to good character and folks with, and because of that reason, most of the folks here are very caring about not just the environment, but everything.
The Director of Marketing and Public Relations for the City of Edmond, Claudia Deacon, says curbside recycling in Edmond has been a major success and is getting better every year.
So the City of Edmond implemented the program in December of 1997, basically gave everyone a bin that they have, at home, and once a week they put their recycling out at the curb. It's picked up on the same day as your trash collection day, and so try to make it easy and convenient for people to remember this is the one day I take my trash out, I take my recycling out, and it's been a very successful program in the City of Edmond.
Deacon says the city has a good response from the residents and their residential recycling program. Deacon says many people that live here and also operate a business in Edmond believe that if they are committed to recycling at home, then it will reflect in their business as well. The Edmond Recycling Center operates Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and mainly serves people in Edmond who do not have the benefit of curbside recycling. Keep Edmond Beautiful volunteer Marion Overstreet says it's good to recycle and it keeps the landfills from filling up.
From my experience, since we started this, it has really grown from just a few automobiles coming by here in 2 hours to hundreds of automobiles coming by here in 2 hours full of recycling.
Recycle America sourcing manager Heather Schmuke says they are committed to their mission and they do a lot throughout Oklahoma to increase the awareness of recycling.
We actually just started one a couple months ago. We had America Recycles Day, and we took in free shred and did that. We're looking to do that every year. Also, some of our future plans is to start more curbside programs.
Schmuke says education is also a major component in improving the awareness of recycling through waste management.
Education in the schools, that's something we're looking more toward doing. We really need to teach the younger generation what we messed up on in the past.
Edmond says as time goes on and more people ask questions about improving recycling efforts, then we will see daily improvements toward the environment. Michael Frangione, News Central. Director of Marketing and Public Relations for the City of Edmond, Claudia Deacon, says recycling is more and more of an issue, and it has to do with education and awareness. Deacon says the city's curbside rate was initially around 32 to 35% and is now at 35 to 40%, so participation has continued to be good.
We're more aware of the benefits of recycling individually and as a community, and that's why you see more emphasis and even more people recycling.
The University of Central Oklahoma has a recycling program, and it has been recognized for being a green campus based on the awareness and recycling efforts. Deacon says having UCO students committed to recycling is critically important and will have a strong impact later in life.
I know it sounds like a cliche to say that the students of today are the future of tomorrow, but it's true. The students today are the community leaders of tomorrow, and if the students are committed to recycling, to me that says very positive things about the future of our community and communities across the country, that students are committed to environmental awareness and to recycling and wind power and water conservation and all of those things that are so important to our environment.
Recycle America sourcing manager Heather Schmuke stresses the importance of recycling and what it means now and for the future.
It's very important to recycle, one, to conserve our natural resources, trees, it helps with the animals, protect them from hazards that go into the earth when you're putting them in the landfill, that kind of stuff. It's also important to recycle to, save the earth for our children. We don't want them, running out of landfill spaces in some areas.
The concern for public education on recycling has made its way to some freshmen at Edmond North High School, and they are volunteering their efforts at the Edmond Recycling Center. Edmond North freshman Emily McGowan says recycling is just good for the environment, and it helps the people out here come do what they want to do.
It just helps out, and just, so people don't just throw stuff away. They can come here and help you, and it's not a costly thing, so it's easy.
Schmuke says the concept of going green has made a huge difference, especially in our country, and recycling is one of the ways to help preserve and protect the environment. Michael Frangione, News Central.